Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, and through Sharing Change, MTE members round up their bills to support local nonprofits. Learn more at sharingchange.org. In our conversation earlier with Amy Byers, supposed to get hot next week, hot, humid, feel like 100. Says it's a good time to go ahead and get signed up for that levelized billing. So maybe not a bad idea. Talking this morning about the Salvation Army. Joining us is Sergeant Ruby Keith here in studio, and a lot to go over. Summertime is a busy time, isn't it?
It's a very busy time. Usually most people think it's a relaxing vacation time. Well, that's a great time for us to ramp up and get some more programs going.
Yeah. So, when I think Salvation Army, I think, Thanksgiving to Christmas is always this like super slammed, and it is. It's a tremendously busy time, but there are not many times to come up for air.
No, there's not. We usually have about a couple of maybe 2 weeks in January before we hit the ground running for the next thing. We actually just laughed because we're like, oh yeah, Christmas, that starts next month for us.
Oh, wow, does it really?
Well, start planning and the layouts and all of that. So we're already at Christmas time next month. So
that's wild. It comes around quickly. Are we approaching the 1 year mark for you guys too?
We are, yes. Yeah. Sergeant George, June, yep,
yeah,
has been here for a year. October will be 1 year for me. So
okay, well, that's awesome. Certainly finding out a lot more about this Rutherford County community, I'm sure, as every day goes.
Yes. And I'm just sitting in here listening with you to the commercials. I'm like, oh, I need to go try that. Oh, I need to go see that movie in the park. So many great things going on.
Yeah, there are. It's really a very interesting place to be. And, I know that you probably have been at several locations and things of that nature. As you follow along in this career, but it's a pretty special place here. I mean, I'm born and bred. I mean, this is home, but it's always cool to see someone from the outside come in and really enjoy the community that's here.
Yes. If you ask our 3 children, they will say this is home. They've had their teams, and they have their friends, and they have their school friends, and they have their group, their scout group. So if you ask my kids, they will tell you this is home.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I do want to extend a thanks for the donuts you brought by. Was that last week?
It was.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
My time sense is gone at this point now, but you were celebrating Donut Day.
We were. It was a great day for us, going back to World War I, where the donut lassies were able to give out donuts to the soldiers to give them a little bit of peace of home and to help comfort during that time on the front lines. And so we still do that today. We still celebrate the donut today and what it represents for that time. And so we brought some around. We brought some here. We took some to fire stations, police stations, those types of things. I got to go to Station 4. That is a great station to go tour and see the wagon up front. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And just to extend our thanks to them that keep our city going. And we also were downtown, and we gave out donuts to anybody that walked by that wanted some donuts and coffee. We gave out about 15 dozen donuts that day. So we smelled pretty sweet, like some glazed donuts. And we were pretty excited about that. But we couldn't have done it without the community support. Brass Horn donated coffee because we had a breakfast that morning as well at our core building, at our church building. And so they donated the coffee. Krispy Kreme donated half the dozen donuts for us. Donut Country did a give back night earlier in the week for us. And so just great ways for the community to also come together to support it.
Yeah, that's cool. And you had that opportunity as well to bring the kiddos around with you. And what's neat about that is, you're showing them at a young age what it means to give back and show thanks. So yes. That's cool too.
A little different perspective.
Yeah.
of life. Yes.
Yeah, that had to be a cool mom moment, I guess.
It was a cool mom moment. It definitely made me a cool mom moment. And they also got a donut out of the deal, maybe two. So they were pretty excited.
I bet. So now, are the lassies still a thing, or was that just during the war?
So that was just during the war.
Okay.
Usually now, it's more of a costume that we wear on Donut Day. The concept is still there.
Sure.
We just don't have the lassies themselves.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty cool thing. And you get to share a little history, and the work of the Salvation Army has been going on for decades.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
And the work that is going on here in the summertime means cool times for the kids at camp. And we're definitely in camp season.
We are in camp season. We actually took the first load up yesterday for the 4-week music camp. And so they are there getting settled in today, getting used to routine today. And our camp season registration is closed. And so we are sending 29 campers this summer, which
Awesome.
is phenomenal, to be able to give them weeks at camp, experience some new things. Maybe it's a once in a lifetime, or maybe once a year, if they go every year, or it's the only time they get to go out on a boat, or it's the only time they get to do archery, or, do crafts with other people that they see once a year. So we're excited about that. And also, we're able to send so many kids because of the support of our community who help sponsor and finance that, which is always available on our website, salvationarmymurfreesboro.org.
Do you you mentioned the music camp, a 4-week camp. They're not there 4 weeks. It's just music that's the focus for 4 weeks, or is it a 4
So
week?
they stay 4 weeks, weekends and everything.
Wow.
It's our conservatory program.
Yeah.
And so they pick a major, whether that's band, guitar, theater, dance, and then for 4 weeks they learn different performances, different pieces, and then they perform throughout. Actually, they're coming to Nashville one weekend, and they're doing a Sunday service, and they're the music, and they will do the worship dance and the worship music and all of that. And so
Wow, how cool.
it's a great opportunity. And then this year they added an additional just 1 week of music camp. So for those that don't necessarily want to go away for 4 weeks, because that is a kind of a long time, they could go and do the 1 week of music camp, where for that 1 week every day they're practicing that specific.
But now when they go to music camp, there are other things other than music going on.
There
right?
is, yes. They still get to do all the fun camp things. Yeah. It's just more of a focused camp.
Yeah.
Rather than we do craft, we do Bible, we do pool, we do, lake, all those different things. They still get pieces of that, but they have more classroom.
Is there more than one camp going on at the same time, and that's how they're there for 4 weeks, but maybe the weekly camps are coming in and
Correct.
going? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they have their own space for conservatory. They have their own, it's in the chapel, and they have their own classrooms and everything in there where they can do their band and dance. And then the rest of camp is happening and the rest of camp. And then sometimes their meals will overlap and such, but usually, they're happening simultaneously.
That's really neat. And the camp is just in a beautiful area.
It's gorgeous. Yes. Right there on the water, lots of nature around. And obviously, right, it's camp.
Yeah.
You want nature there. But just to be able to see the trees and be, a part of it and in it.
That's in the Land Between the Lakes area?
It is.
Or...
It is. I knew you were going to ask me this. And as soon as you asked me, my
Oh, no.
Dale Hollow Lake.
Dale Hollow Lake.
Yes.
Okay, I knew that it was in
Just had to give me a minute.
some
We're
area.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very cool, and the camp is beautiful. Been there one time when I was on the advisory council. We had a retreat there, and it was in that area, and it was really, really cool to go. So there are other camps that these the 29 have signed up for, and I guess those camps are coming up or have happened.
They're coming up. So June 30th is our regional camp. That one's the one for ages 7 to 12. And so they'll go and they'll be campers. They get to do those fun experiences and do those, those daily shifts of things. And so that will be that camp. And then we also have teen camp coming up, which is the following week. And then we also have wilderness camp, which is the crazy one, sleeping in tents, hiking 2 miles just to get to camp, that kind of thing. So.
How fun. camp is a great experience. You learn a lot about yourself. And all of my kids went to camp. I got to go to camp, different kind of camp. But, I mean, camps are always it's cool to be part of growing up.
It is.
To go camp.
Yes. And I like to say that camp helps you safely push your boundaries to figure out the inner strength you have or your inner self. So why not do it while having fun as well?
We're talking today with Sergeant Ruby Keith with the Salvation Army here in Rutherford County. Another thing that, it's a sign of summer, not only camp, but VBS.
Yes. We love our Vacation Bible School, and we're excited this year. We're doing Trek with the Truth. It's camping themed. It's a theme we can't get away from. What can I say? And so actually Sergeant George and I are writing this material this year, so we're excited about that.
Oh wow, that's an undertaking.
Because we needed one more thing on our plates, right? So we're excited about that, and to incorporate Bible stories and crafts, snacks, games. We're having a water day, and that is July 22nd through the 25th. So it's a Tuesday through a Friday, but we've made the times where you can drop your child off before work and then be able to come pick them up on lunch break. So to help kind of alleviate the burden of childcare for those few days, as well as give your child a safe place to go while you're at work. And so it's from 8:30 to 12, and then pickup is from 12 to 12:30.
Okay. And are there signups for that or
There
what?
is.
Okay.
So it's on our Facebook page. There'll be a link there, and you can sign up there, as well as you can also register the first day as well.
Okay, very good. And again, run through those dates for us again.
July 22nd through the 25th. From 8:30 to 12, and then pickup is from 12 to 12:30.
And the great thing about it is maybe you have VBS at church, or you've been to a VBS already. This is kind of late in the season, so you can get a little right before school starts VBS.
Yeah, so those last couple of weeks where you're like, it's the end of summer, what do I do now? Well, come on over to VBS. We'll take care of them. We give them a snack. We don't provide lunch, but we do provide a snack for them, and so they'll be well taken care of. They'll have fun. We'll wear them out for you.
Yeah, that's the best thing to happen there. So VBS will. I'll find a link and talk with you after, and we'll put the link on our website as well on the podcast, where you can go back and take a look and see when and get the dates for VBS and that kind of thing, get registered. Talk to me a little bit about, now that the construction, I guess, is pretty much done, it feels like you're free from the shackles, maybe, of the tough sledding there road-wise. And, you've got a beautiful facility, and right in front of the Center of Hope is a beautiful playground. And so you're doing some unique things to try to bring attention to that.
We are. Now that we can easily get in and out of our driveway, we are doing what we are calling Popsicles on the Playground, which is, the next one is July 6th. It's at 1:00. So on our playground out front, we have the playground. We will have free popsicles. We'll have some games set up, some crafts set up. And it's just a time to come out and be able to cool off with a popsicle and maybe socialize your kids a little bit, and to have a safe place to play for a little while in the afternoon.
Cool. So, and kids love popsicles, so
they do, and they're pretty yummy, I will say.
Are they?
I may have eaten one or two myself the last time, but yes, definitely come out and join us. All ages were there. We had a football game going the last time on that little grass area. So yes, all ages, come on out. We'll give you a popsicle and some water.
Are you trying to make this like a monthly thing, maybe, to do?
Yes. So we were trying it out in the summer. It'll go into the fall, and then once it gets cold, we'll put it on pause till it gets warm again.
That's it. That'll be a rite of passage into spring every year. So it sounds like a fun way to utilize the playground there. Tell me about Church in the Park. I'm very curious about this one.
Yes. So this idea also kind of came from the Popsicles on the Playground. We wanted to take popsicles to the park and be able to hand them out. And so the way this transitioned was, well, if we're already going to be there, let's just do all of church in the park too. And so we'll have a pavilion, and we will have a short church service. We'll have lunch. We'll have some more popsicles to be given out, and we'll have games set up as well there. And so that will be at Barfield Park. June 22nd and July 27th. That's a mouthful. Try to say it all the time. June 22nd and July 27th at 10 a.m. at Barfield Park. We'll be there to worship and to also be able to eat together and have some fun. And if you're wondering, why are we doing so many popsicles? Because we were given a ice cream bike. And so it's like a little cooler. It's wrapped for the Salvation Army. It has an umbrella and all that, but it's on a bike. And so Sergeant George is over the moon about this. He fixed it up a little bit. And so we are utilizing that every way we can, which is also how this idea of popsicles started.
So will you see him riding the bike?
You will see him riding the bike.
We maybe, since the cooler has an umbrella, maybe an umbrella hat for him.
Oh, we should definitely do that.
Yeah. Don't tell him we cooked that up.
Okay. I will not put your name on that at all.
Oh, that'll be some cool branding you could do.
Yes.
There are lots of things that you could do, but that's really neat. And if you're doing church in the park, it's also maybe an opportunity to show kids and really all of those within the church some outreach opportunities.
Absolutely. Church, especially the Salvation Army, we were never meant to be in four walls. It was a movement. We were meant to be outside. We were meant to be with the people and among the people. And so, why not? Why not go to the park? People are usually there on a Sunday morning when it's cool. It's not hot yet, or too hot yet, right? So why not go there? Why not take the movement to them and let them hear about, Jesus cares. You have value. You are important. You are loved.
And when it's hot, that's the best time for popsicles.
Why not?
Can't beat it. So we've talked about a lot this morning. Your Facebook page, just search for Salvation Army Murfreesboro, I would think.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We are on there. You'll have it's also connected to our website too.
Okay. And that's salvationarmymurfreesboro.org.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll put links to that on the podcast. Ruby, thanks for coming in.
Of course. It's my pleasure.
Sergeant Ruby Keith from the Salvation Army joining us today on Rutherford Issues.